All right, so let's just close our eyes for a moment and take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting go now of all outside influences, turning our attention inward, connecting with our higher selves. And at this time, I'd like to call forth Archangel Michael to clear and lift our vibrational frequencies, raise them up as high as possible so that it's easy for all of us to receive messages for our greatest and highest good from our helpers. I'd like to connect with my personal angels, your angels, Nick, and all the angels from the people who have sent in requests today for guidance and inspiration. And I set aside my own ego so that the channel is clear, so that the words that I speak resonate directly with the people who need that guidance. And so in advance, I give thanks, and let's get to it.
Perfect. Okay, so some of the questions are quite specific. Again, just tune in whatever you can and give them what you will. Okay, so if you want to tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about your background and how you work.
All right, yes. So my name is Tracy Cosley. I'm the founder and owner of Rising Phoenix Holistic Center in the Washington, D.C. area here in the United States. And I am a Reiki master practitioner, a healer. I teach those classes at my center. I've been doing that for about 12 years. I love doing that work. I love helping people to find their path in life. I think of myself kind of as a guidepost or a guide along the way. And I've been doing angel message sessions. Well, I used to do tarot for, since I was about 18 years old, so I won't do the math on that, but it's been a while, and I kind of moved into working with the angels a few years back, and I've never looked back. It's amazing. The energy is totally different, totally uplifting, and so the way I work is what we'll do is we'll take the questions, and I will never tell anybody exactly what to do. I'll give some guidance. Everybody has their own guidance, and so usually people know what to do. It's just usually a confirmation of what they already know. And so the message I'll give today, I'll pull one or two cards depending on what's going on with the person if I feel like we need a little bit more information. And I also intuit information from the angels as well. So we'll just go with it. I mean, just go ahead and ask the question. And sometimes we might need to clarify a little bit what's going on, but usually the information that comes out is exactly what the person needs. So,
fabulous.
Yeah, so just let's go ahead and get started.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's begin with Moko. She asks, I'd love to know which key angels are protecting and helping me on my journey.
Moko. All right. So first and foremost, the angel that jumps in, or that I can see in my mind's eye, is Jophiel. Jophiel is an angel. We call her, she's like a nature angel. She's like a goddess of nature, and she helps Moko to connect with the fairies, or we also know fairies as nature angels. She calls her outside, trying to get her to put her feet down on the ground, to connect with Mother Nature, to be hugged by the greenery of Mother Nature, to take away, EMFs, any negative or heavy energies that she might have absorbed. Maybe she works a lot with computers or is around technology a lot, but Jophiel will help her with that. Also with space clearing clutter, keeping her space free of debris so that the energy that's circulating around her is positive. It's high vibrational. It's keeping her motivated in her work. So Jophiel right away jumps forward. And also Ariel. Ariel is the angel of courage. You can kind of think of her as kind of a warrior angel. So when what's the name again?
Momoko.
I want to make sure I get it correct.
Momoko
is working through projects where she's might have a little bit of fear come up in her life. Ariel is right there to protect her, to help her move through any fear, kind of raise her vibration above all of that, and to succeed. So Jophiel and Ariel are definitely helping her out right now. Very powerful.
Perfect. Also, question number 2. I'd love to know how I can learn to accept and love my physical body and release any shame I have.
Release any shame she has. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do some angel therapy here. All right. So what she can do first and foremost is stop thinking about what it is, the shame that she feels. Stop trying to wonder where it came from, how it all happened. What she can do, though, right now, and the card that I did pull is called Manifestation Power. What is her highest vision of her body, of how she feels inside that body, the power that she can generate and that can come from that particular body? And so what she can do is she can work directly with Archangel Ariel and also Jophiel. They're very strong, powerful female energies, we can say it that way, and they can help her to create a vision in her mind's eye. As we know very well, that's kind of where it starts first, right? So what would her ideal body look like? How would she feel in that body? What power would be coursing through her veins? What kind of clothes would she put on that body? And just don't focus on the shame. Just focus on the beauty of the body, how powerful it feels, how good it feels, the sense of well-being within her. And just know that every day it's just step by step by step, making sure she's appreciating, her body, that it feels good to her, that it was able to give her a good night's sleep, that it's able to carry her around in her daily life and to get her where she wants to go. So showing that appreciation for what the body that she already has. Don't focus on the shame. Calling on her angels to show her guidance, to give her guidance, to point her in the right direction. And, just to love what she's got. It's perfect the way it is. There's no reason to feel shame, no reason to kind of dig up reasons why she got where she is now, but just focus on what she has, where she wants to be, and showing appreciation all the way, knowing that she has very, very strong, powerful angels that are making sure that she is being guided to know the power within her.
Fabulous. Cool. I was going to ask some questions, but yeah, we'll push through the readings and then we'll come back.
Okay. Go ahead and ask some questions.
Because that's a really good point, the manifestation card, because I know that speaking to her, she's very powerful when it comes to career, and she's set her intention for life, and she's met various powerful people. So when you're strong in one area of your life, say money or career or health, how are you able to transfer that to other areas where you're not so confident, like the body or relationships or whatever it is that is your issue?
Well, how do you transfer that? Well, I think you just have to, first of all, really look at what you're good at. Really look at what you're good at and start acknowledging what your talents are. So if she is great at making money, if she's great at mixing and mingling with people, decide to turn that spotlight on herself and just, meet herself for the first time. Set up a date with herself and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to meet myself for the first time. If I were just walking up to me, how would I admire myself? Gosh, she's really tall, she's elegant, she's well-spoken, she's funny. Her body lights up, her eyes light up when she talks to people. Meet yourself for the first time. Forget about who you were when you were 7 years old and the kids used to pick on you. Don't look at yourself in that way. Try to look at yourself as who you are now, this brilliant, beautiful person who just sweeps people off their feet, who's engaging, who's enlightening, who is connected with source, who has so much going on. And once you look at who you are right now and appreciate every little bit about it, it just becomes easier and easier every day to be the person that you want to be. And then that shame just melts away. So try to meet yourself now. Not the 7-year-old or the 10-year-old or the teenager. I think, even from my own personal perspective, I still deal with, who was Tracy when she was 14 and 15 and she was, skinny and gangly and wasn't quite comfortable with her body. And I have to remember that's not me now. And I have to look at myself in the mirror and see now the woman I've become and how I influence and I help other people, how I have so many talents and gifts. And so it's just starting now. Where are you now? And make that your jumping off point. And know that you have the guidance around you to help you move forward from here, right now.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, moving on to Shay. Shay wants to know, will work get any better? anything to do with work and career and improving that area of her life.
All right. Well, I guess the first question before even pulling a card is, do they want work to get better in this particular place? So, we have the power to observe and to make our life what it is, what we want it to be. So let's pull a card. I'm going to pull from the fairies, Magical Messages from the Fairies by Dorian Richard, because the fairies are all about bringing fun to a situation and seeing the lighter part of life. And so I get connect with nature. What this says to me is that I think she's probably spending too much time inside, too many meetings, too many people, too much overwhelm, too much computer, all that sort of thing. And she needs to disconnect from that. Probably try to do about 20% less in the office than she or she is doing now, and take that time and go outside. We have to replenish ourselves. When you're feeling overwhelmed and you're starting to think, gosh, I really don't want to be here, it's usually because there is not a balance in our life between doing the things we really want to do, having fun, getting outside, putting our feet in the grass, running around playing, and being really the serious career-minded person. So before, she thinks that they want to switch jobs, maybe just try to pull back a little bit from what they're doing. Get outside in the sunshine, have a little fun, and see how their emotional state shifts. When you have a couple of days off on holiday, or you go to the beach or whatever, you come back feeling invigorated and ready to go again. So maybe trying to get outside a little bit, unplug, and see what happens and how you feel. Now, it'd be a whole different thing if you're having disruptions with certain people at work. That would be something that would probably need to handle directly. But for right now, probably also incorporating some essential oils for balance, for mood, lifting the mood. So wild orange, lavender, oils like that would be beneficial, and utilizing not only in the workplace, but at home to bring about a state of relaxation. Cool. So hopefully that helps Shay.
Fabulous. Any quick message on her love life?
On her love life, let me go ahead and pull from the Mermaids and Dolphins. Let's see here. All right. So I don't know if she's actually dating or not, but if she is not, the card that comes up is helpful person. There are some people around her that would like for her to have a happy love life. If she isn't already married or in a relationship, there will be somebody that's coming into her life soon. If not the person that she is going to date, somebody that may facilitate a match or a connection. So, don't go running around looking for that person. When that person shows up, you'll know. Maybe it's a connection with a brother or a friend or somebody like that. But it will be a comfortable interaction, a comfortable meeting. And it's not like, going through the computer to find somebody or meeting somebody blind. So there will be somebody coming around soon that will help you to ease into a loving relationship. So just hang tight.
Wonderful. And I remember when I had my fantastic reading with you on the ship, I think either background noise or something happened at the time you were giving my reading, and then you said to me, when things happen, obviously pay attention. So when you were talking about the career and all of that, the video went out of sync with the audio. Now it's fine, but I just wanted, do you have any opinion on that, or is that a sign for you, or what?
A lot of the practitioners at my center and I, we joke about the angels. When they're around, they like to kind of mess around sometimes with the audio. We break things a lot. Our computers, our printers, the music goes off sometimes. And that's just them kind of letting you know that they're there with you and kind of giving you a sign. And now it's back to normal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's nothing there. So it was just kind of a validation. Hey, this is a really important thing that you need to hear. and it made you, brought your attention to that point when you were listening to it. And it might have probably made you think about it even a little bit more, or be open to receiving some guidance. But it's just usually just a little message to say, hey, we're here. We want you to know that we're here. So hopefully everything is going okay with your career at this
perfect.
point.
Fingers crossed. Okay, so moving on to Lucinda. What would the angels like to say about my forthcoming book?
Oh, book. Well, that's exciting. So let's see here. Okay, so, all right, music for manifesting is the card that came up. So I'm not sure where she is with her book, if she's actually in the process of publishing it right now, or is still in the process of trying to write. Or,
I think the majority is done, and it's being edited. So obviously now it's getting it edited and getting it out there to the world.
Oh, good. Okay, so right now, getting it out to the world, be easy about it. There can be a lot of stress with, book signings and, rushing around trying to get it in people's hands. That can be tough and it can be stressful. So when you're in the process of kind of unveiling this beautiful work to the world, make sure you have nice, beautiful music on around you. It helps lower the stress level, helps you to smile and relax, helps you to connect with the people that you're around, and makes it easier for you to be present while you're doing this part of the project. So if you may have found that when you were doing the writing, that music helped you a lot to get the ideas on paper, to get the story down on paper. And so don't forget to bring that tool with you into the next phase of your project as well. So just kind of having nice background, beautiful background music, it just kind of gets everybody in the mode to receive the ideas, the story that you've written, and just makes for a nice connection and an environment when you're doing this work. So I don't see any problem with you getting it out there. It seems to me like it feels like it's going to be very successful. But just remember, be easy about it and continue to have fun. You've done a lot of work to get where you are now. Keep having fun.
Cool. Beautiful.
So good luck.
Perfect. She also asked, what would the angels like to say about her partner, the person she's involved with at the moment?
What would they like to say about the partner? Well, the card that I pulled is about, holiday. So maybe what I'm receiving here is that it's probably about time that they take a little vacation together. If they haven't already, it sounds like she's been working on this book, and maybe the partner has had a little stress in their life as well. So before moving into this next stage of excitement in their life, taking some time together to just get away for a little while, whether it's for a long weekend or a short week-long holiday, and connect with each other. I think they probably have been doing their own projects, their own work for a while. It's time to kind of come back and connect a little bit, heart to hearts, nice dinners, things like that, and get on the same page before the excitement of the book and meetings and the traveling and all these different things happen. I think both of them probably need this time together. So go for it. Pick a place to go and go have fun.
Cool. Beautiful. Okay, moving on to Nina. In the process of looking to move house, and obviously that feels overwhelming, kind of clearing out the clutter and all of that, what advice do the angels have about moving?
About moving. Okay. So we got treasure chest here. So what that means is it's talking about an unforeseen windfall of abundance that's on the way. And so as far as moving is concerned, that can be emotionally disruptive. It can be emotionally overwhelming, especially if you have to do it in a pinch. So hopefully this move for her is moving her in a place where she really wants to go, a place that feels comfortable. It's in alignment with her desire, place where she'd like to, live for a long time, has plenty of space, all of that. And then she's been worried about the financial aspects of moving because, again, that can be very expensive, whether you're selling your house or putting it up for rent and, paying movers and all of that sort of thing. Don't worry about it. All of that's going to be taken care of. And even if you can't see it right now or you don't see the money in your bank account, it's all working towards you right now. So just, again, be easy about it. Let go of those things that aren't serving you haven't used in a long time. Make it okay for you to release items that might be good for somebody else. Have a little yard sale. Let go of those things. And as you're letting go, a new wave of abundance is coming in, even a little bit more than you would have expected. So just take it easy, enjoy it, let some things go. This is a great time for doing some personal clearing. When you clear and you move house, it's a way for you to kind of clear your mind also, clear the cobwebs and things like that in your mind, and just start fresh, vibrationally and also, physically in your material world. So I think this is a really good move for you, and I think that you're going to have fun wherever you're going. And don't worry about the money. It's all working itself out there too. So good luck.
Cool, perfect. Okay, so Marie asked about her relationship. What did the angels have to say about the relationship with the person she's just started seeing?
Okay, so this is Marie, you said?
Marie, yeah.
Okay. So the card that comes up is Waves of Prosperity. So what that means is there's new abundance, there's exciting new opportunities surrounding this particular relationship. And so, don't try to think too far down the road. Is this going to be the person? Or, we're getting married? How long is this going to last? Because, we do have the tendency to try to think so far down the road that we're not present in the moment, having fun, enjoying that person, experiencing the magic of the now moment. So try to be present. This is a really fun thing for you right now. It's probably lightens your heart. It gets your heart racing. You feel those butterflies in your stomach, and that's great. You're having an abundance of emotional connection with this person, and it's making you feel really good about yourself. So just be present, enjoy it. You're being showered by the universe right now with abundance and loving feelings, and it's raising your personal vibration right now. So I don't see anything wrong or bad about this relationship. If you had any worries or doubt, just be present and enjoy it and have lots of fun. Okay.
Lovely.
And that's what I have for Marie.
Cool. Okay, question 2. Any messages about her health? There's been a bit of, I think, stomach issues and knee problems and stuff. Any general advice on improving her health or anything around that?
Well, sometimes when our health is off or we're not doing so well, especially in our stomach, that has to do with around our solar plexus area. And that's about self-confidence, feeling like that we have the power to put our will into the world. And, there's a lot of stress there probably. So thinking about or worrying about what the future brings. And so what I would suggest, the angels are suggesting right now is, set aside worrying about what is right now and start dream. The card that I pulled is called Dream Big. Stop thinking small about yourself, wondering where the next paycheck's coming from, wondering how you're going to get through the day. Stop worrying about that, because all that does is cause disruption and dis-ease in the body, and it's showing up for you in the stomach area. So first things first, check your breathing. Are you breathing very shallowly? And if you are, just take a few moments just to mind your breath. Bring the breath all the way around the body. Loosen your muscles from head to toe. The breath is a natural detoxifier. Allow the breath to do what it's meant to do. And when you find yourself in a calm, relaxed state, say, you know what? If I could, and start your sentence that way, live in an amazing place, or have, my ideal mate, or, have the perfect job, what would that look like? And don't worry about what is. It's just focus on, oh my gosh, if anything could happen, what would that look like? And you're going to find it's going to help you alleviate stress. So, hopefully it's not that you're worried about your life in any way. I hope that's not the case. I hope that from right now, you've got a lot going on with this new relationship. There's a lot of really good things that you've already put in your pipeline. So just know that you're on the right track, that everything is working out great, and just appreciate what's in front of you right now. I think for you right now, paying attention to the now moment rather than trying to look so far down the road is going to be really beneficial to you, and it's going to help you let go of the stress, let go of the issues inside the stomach, and help you know that you have some confidence, you have the power within you to shape your life and to make it what you want, and you don't have to worry about that it's not going to be what you'd like. So hopefully that's helpful to you.
Wow,
Marie,
helpful to everyone.
Enjoy
I love it.
everything that's happening. It looks really good. It looks really good. If you can allow it, that's the key.
Perfect. Okay, Siren, he asked, should he start selling his artwork?
Should he start selling his artwork?
Yeah, very talented artist. Should he start selling it? What's the next stages for him if he chooses to go down that route?
Okay, so the card we pulled is called empowerment. So I can speak to this point very specifically because my husband is an artist as well. And so, the process of making art and being tuned in and receiving these ideas and creating them is so fun. It's so engaging. But the idea of putting that rawness, that your pure self out there for people to potentially critique it can be mind-numbing. It can be totally scary. But the thing about it is, he's a really wonderful artist. And so not worrying about what everybody's going to say about it. There is a perfect buyer out there. There are many, many perfect buyers. People are going to appreciate what he has to offer. And yes, he should start selling his artwork. Just putting it out there is a scary process. But again, this is also a solar plexus issue. Knowing that he is self-confident about his work, that he's empowering himself, he's done all of this, and it would be remiss for him not to share his talents with the world. So if you can think about it like that, he's offering a gift that he's received from Source, that has come through him, his filter, his expression of it, and he's putting it out there in the world for people to receive, to appreciate, and to show him that they appreciate it by buying his artwork and then sharing it with other people. So the answer here is definitively yes, yes, yes. Do it. Get out of your own way and do it. All right? Because if you're not sharing your gift, it will be something that, down the line, before he leaves the planet, he'll wish that he had done it.
That's beautiful. And actually, his second question might have the same answer. Should he release his book this year?
Should he release his book this year? I don't see why not. The card I get is set his sights higher. So why not start selling artwork? Why not release his book? Anything he wants to do, he absolutely has the power. Now, he definitely has the focus. That's not an issue. It's just, when he gets there, he does the whole project, and it's the last moment of, ooh, maybe I haven't done enough, or maybe something's off. It's just a little bit of doubt that creeps in. If he can just get over that last hump, what he can do is just magnificent. He can take over the world if he wanted to in the nicest way possible. So, he just has to set his sights just a little bit higher. He can do all of these things easier. The other thing is make sure he has people around him that are supporting him, offering kind words, helping along when he has a little bit of doubt, kind of like a sponsor. You can call him up and, give him a pep talk and then send him on his way. Make sure you have the right people around you who see his talent and really want to make sure that they're supporting him and helping him along, too. You can use a little bit of help, too. You don't have to do it all on your own. That's the other thing. Having people around you who are willing to help do some of the legwork, talk to galleries or for your artwork or help you promote your book, those sorts of things. Gather a team around you. Again, you don't have to do it all by yourself. Just have the vision of the type of person you like around you that can help support you and help move you through the next levels and phases of your life. So go for it.
Beautiful. And actually, this is a question for all freelancers and all people doing their own work. What happens how do you deal with the doubt? Or what happens if you're selling a book or a class or anything and maybe only one person buys it or nobody buys it? How do you keep the faith? How do you move past the doubt and all of that for anyone freelancing?
How do you move past the doubt? Well, you know what? If one person buys it, that's great. You know what? That person's going to go on and live a better life because of the gift that you were able to give the world. So when you're thinking about, oh, what if only one person buys it, then that's what you're focusing on. Only one person's going to buy it. So stop worrying about that. Just, be happy that you were able to receive these ideas from source. And that's what you're doing. Focus on that. Look, be grateful. I was open to receive these ideas from source. I was blessed to be able to translate that in my artwork, in my book. It felt so good. I look forward to doing this again. I look forward to communicating and connecting and to talking about these ideas with the people who may be interested, because who knows what these other people are going to go and do with inspiration and guidance that you have offered. All right. So you never know what's going to continue to happen. So instead of just, hanging your hat or, on the dollar bills that are coming, there's so many other things that can influence the world as well. So if they can just turn their attention from thinking about, oh, what if only one person buys it? Or, oh, I'm only going to make $30 to how is this going to change the world in all these other myriad ways? They can't fail. All right. And then that helps them get past the doubt. And the criticism, the self-criticism, that's really what it is. So, think about, connecting and continuing to receive ideas, showing appreciation for that. And again, they all have to think a little bit bigger about themselves too. All right. And that helps too with feeling empowered and knowing that this is going to be an ongoing process. It's not a one and done kind of thing. And I think I've seen that, even with my own husband sometimes, I hope this works, but not looking in the short term, looking in the long term. How is this just the jumping off point for so many more projects and ideas and collaborations and fun that can happen for me? So if they can think that way and turn it around a little bit, it's going to be so much more easy for them to receive money from, their commissions and their books and sales and all of that good stuff.
Perfect. And I think that's excellent advice for any freelancers, anyone doing it on their own. It can be scary, but you just have to believe. Okay, let me have a look. Chris, she asks, I have a lot of ideas in my head, but not sure which direction to go. I've started a lot of projects, but not sure where I should put my effort right now. Doing all of them feels overwhelming.
Okay, well, it should feel overwhelming because it's hard, when you have these great, amazing ideas, you need to have some focus. And so if I knew what some of her ideas were, I probably could be a little bit more specific about it. But let's pull a card and see what we get. All right. Okay, so the card that came up, and it might seem kind of a surprise for her when we're talking about all different ideas, it's self-forgiveness. I know as from a mother, being a mother and a business owner and a wife, and we try to do everything at once. And then when things aren't working out as quickly and as beautifully as we would like, we can kind of feel a little bit guilty. We don't feel like we're putting enough out there, and then we kind of beat ourselves down. So first and foremost, forgive yourself. You can only do what you can do. And the things that really need to get done will get done. All right, so we'll just put that to the side right now. You are a perfect child of the universe. Everything is always working out to your benefit. Now, as far as focusing on what you should be doing, it's probably not a matter of what you should. It's what do you really want to do? When you sit down in meditation and you're thinking about your 3, 4, 5 ideas, which of those ideas brings the most amount of excitement? What gives you the goosebumps? What, takes you on a nice daydream about, wow, this would be so wonderful if I had it done. this project would be so fun to do. And when you do sit down to do the work related to that project, does time just zip right by? And you think, oh my gosh, where'd the time go? So if you can, look at all the different things that you think you should be doing or you would like to do, start with the ones that already have momentum flowing with them. So it feels really good, you enjoy them when you're doing them, time slips right by, you really smile when you think about doing it. Start with those, and you'll find that those projects move so fast, so quickly, and they feel easy. And so when you get those done, then you can move on to the other ones. So hopefully that is helpful. But again, use your guidance system. Your emotions are a wonderful guide for helping you figure out what you really want to do, not what you should be doing. So good luck with that.
Beautiful. Okay, she also asks, their partner has gone through quite a sudden bout of illness. How do they deal with the emotional healing, the physical healing, anything to do with that?
Okay, so you said her partner?
Yeah, has just gone through a little bit of illness. It was quite sudden, so obviously it's a bit of a shock to everyone. And how do they heal? How do they emotionally heal, physically, and all of that?
Okay, how do you emotionally heal? So I get the card that says, well, strangely enough, vegetarian, vegan. So I don't know what kind of illness it was, and I know it can be troubling, and you're wondering where the heck did this, why did it come about? But when I receive a card like this, it's about going forward. Food can be medicine. Food is medicine. They've been saying that for thousands of years. So right now, it might be in the best benefit of all concerned right there to kind of look at their diet. What are they taking in? What are they putting in their body?
Sorry to interrupt, but yes, she was just emailing me about that yesterday. She was saying that at the start.
Okay.
Yay!
So we're on the right track. So looking at their diet, maybe having their doctors run a quick test, looking at their vitamins and the minerals in the body. What are they not receiving? Because again, food, eating organic, fresh food, it can really propel you light years forward with raising your vibrational frequency, so that your frequency is very, very strong. Your energetic frequency, if there's disruptions in that, it's going to disrupt the physical body, and this is a really, really quick way to raise the frequency. So more vegetarian diet. I wouldn't necessarily say go all vegan, but definitely more fruits, vegetables. They boost the life force energy within the body, and they do a lot of very, very quick healing. So for probably both of them, if they can team up and focus on eating better, it would be better all around. The health will come back very, very quickly, the vitality, the happiness, the joy, all of that comes with feeling really, really good. That's what the angels are saying, and that's my advice for them as well. So hopefully that's
perfect. Okay, Olivia, she says she's got someone at work who's been quite challenging over the years. How best to deal with that? What would the angels advise her?
Okay, challenging work. Okay, so the card that comes up is Shield Yourself. All right, and this is about protecting yourself from harsh and fear-based energies. So I always will call on Archangel Michael when I get started doing healing work, before I leave the house, just to he is a protector angel of humanity. And so when you're going to go to a workplace where there's lower base energies, fearful energies, that aren't in alignment with yours, call on him. He can be there right there. Ask him to help shield you, wrap you in a protective cocoon of white light, and just be with you throughout the day. He can be with everybody all at once. So, envision yourself also enjoying a day free of friction, of worrying, of thinking about what a conversation is going to be like with this particular person, and know that Archangel Michael is there with you. He can heal a situation, but first you need to kind of focus on yourself, feel better about being in the place, knowing that you are protected as well, and he can help shield you in that particular situation.
Perfect. And this is a general question. When you're dealing with someone who is particularly difficult or you find draining, what mental work can you do before
Yeah.
or during, or what's the general advice with dealing with difficult person or people?
Okay. Well, for this particular question, I pulled. It's called law of attraction, and you're a big student of the law of attraction. So what we are experiencing in our waking world is a reflection of something that we have going on inside of us. So a question would be, how is this person mirroring something that is going on within me? Okay. And even if you had a terrible, terrible person at your work, changing jobs or moving is really not going to change the situation, because you're going to find that situation is going to pop up in your new job because you haven't healed it or looked at it inside of you. So the way I'd answer this question is, sit in meditation. It may take a couple days, because you have to release resistance to that situation. Sometimes we don't want to look at ourselves and say, well, I was the cause of this, or I attracted this situation. So looking at ourselves, seeing where maybe this has come up inside of us, how we can reconcile it, and say to ourselves, I release this situation, this person, they have shown me what I need to know about myself. I am forgiving myself for this. I'm letting it go. I no longer need to experience this situation. And also, again, working with Archangel Michael can help you kind of see what's really there. Just letting it go and saying, I'm ready to move into something new, and then begin the visioning process of what would I rather experience. All right, so it's a contrast. So again, using the law of attraction, what is this? How is it mirroring something within me? Stating I'm ready to let it go. I've learned this lesson, and focus on what would I rather have instead. What would I appreciate and enjoy instead of this situation?
Perfect.
And that can help change the activity.
Great. Okay, she asked about her partner. The partner's going through some financial stuff, shall we say.
Okay.
How can she improve the relationship with him as well, and anything to do with that kind of...
Okay, how could she improve her relationship with her partner who's having financial troubles? Is that what I understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a bit about the financial situation, and also just having a better relationship in general.
Okay, better relationship in general. Okay, so I pulled two cards on this. The first one is stay optimistic. All right, it's very, very easy when we think about money to feel very badly about yourself. Somehow we've equated our self-worth with how many dollars we have in our account or how much we're able to spend. And so when we focus on that, it can feel draining, it can feel empty in our chest, and we just start to feel a little bit depressed about the situation. And when you have a partner who is really dealing with that sort of stuff, it affects you doubly. So stay optimistic. You can be, if your partner is feeling kind of like the brick in this situation, everything kind of brings them down. It's best for you to just be the balloon. Find all the things that you can to appreciate what's going well. Turn your attention, your focus to something else, and stay optimistic. Okay. The other thing is explore your options. Explore your options. Maybe the solutions that you're both, or you or your partner are looking at to sort this situation out, maybe it's not the best solution, and expand your horizons a little bit. Open up to new and different, maybe off the beaten track possibilities to fix or to solve this issue. All right. It is a good time to make change. So be open to new and different changes, and don't quit. Sometimes the darkest moment comes right before the dawn, and it could feel really, really heavy. But don't give up. You've already asked for tons of help from source, from the universe, from your higher self, and it's about to be delivered. So just hang in there, stay optimistic, keep your energy high as you can, and focus on the things that are really working well. And you'll see a shift happening very, very soon. Just hang in there.
Perfect. Do the messages have any guidance or anything for their child?
For their children. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the fairies deck, because the fairies are, very connected with children and nature. So let's see what they have to say here. All right. Okay. Okay, so the card that comes up is, well, pregnancy. So I don't know if they're thinking about maybe having more children,
Maybe.
which is a possibility. But if they are, it would, and even if they haven't planned it, if they are, it will be a blessing to them. Although right now it might seem that, financial situations are troubling. But you do have the pregnancy card and also the card spring. So perhaps in springtime next year, this may arrive in their life if they should choose. They always have the choice, okay? So this isn't, definitive, okay? They always have the choice, but there is a possibility if they would like to have more children. The energy is definitely surrounding them at this time. So, however you want to take that, but it is there. So,
cool.
All right.
Okay. Teresa, she asks, is there any hope for my mother to be released from her destructive demons and eventually step foot on her healing journey? I think there's been a lot of contrast around the mother and her mental health and everything around that. So what advice would there be?
Okay, so mental health. So let's see. Questions? Nick?
Oh, hello?
Nick, can you hear me?
Just about.
Oh, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was asking, what was the questioner's name again, please?
Teresa.
Okay. All right. So she's wondering about her mother and her mental state, how it's been affecting everybody, and she's hoping for healing right now?
Yeah, basically there's been a lot of contrast around that.
Okay. So right now it's we're looking at Teresa. Her soul is crying out to express itself, being wrapped up with her mother and tending to her mother's health and well-being. It has drained her quite a bit. And so the angels are asking her to find a way to infuse creativity and artistry in her life. And that will actually help her to express how she's feeling, and to also release a lot of those troubling emotions that she's been experiencing. So, again, her soul is really longing to express this, and it will bring about an avenue for her to start feeling excited about her life again, kind of reigniting some passion there for her, because since she's turned her attention so much to something that feels heavy, just heavy to the core, she's got to find a way to lighten her own load. And again, you really can only tend to your own vibration. You can't do it for somebody else. And her mother has her own things to experience. And right now, the other thing that she can do, this is an opportunity for her to forgive. Her mother has her own stuff that she's working with. And in my personal opinion, just doing healing work for so long, it's tough to say. She's dealt with some things in her own emotions in her past that are causing her to deal with this phase of dis-ease in her life. And, her mother has to do her own self-forgiveness, and Teresa has to do her own self-forgiveness. And together they can work through that. But, and there will be some healing, but it's going to start with forgiving herself. Her mother has to do some self-forgiveness, and to try to turn her attention right now away from this illness, because that's in her mind. She's thinking of this illness is consuming me, and turn her attention on bringing some beauty back into the world. Okay, so we're talking about her right now, Teresa, bringing some beauty back into her own world, and she's going to see things will start shifting around her when she can do that.
Beautiful. Okay, question number 2 from Teresa. Is there hope that my next chapter will manifest my intense desires to sow wisdom, particularly to the little ones, and to serve with leadership for the greatest good?
Yes. It's so funny because I just pulled the child card, and the child card is about sharing her knowledge and know-how with children. Okay, she cares deeply, very deeply about children, and they're ready to respond to the love and the messages that she has to offer them. So, doing creative projects with children, helping them along is going to help her at a core level. So, absolutely move forward with that. Whatever your ideas are, take one step at a time and just start moving through little by little, and it's going to bring so much joy to your life. You're just going to find yourself opening up with more and more love, with forgiveness for yourself, and for your mother too, for being sick, and this seeming disruption that's been happening in your life. There will be healing on a lot of levels when you can help other children. So hopefully that will work out for you. I know it will.
Perfect. Okay, Dominga, she asks, with a tarot, I was told that someone is stabbing me 10 times in the back. How did I bring it into my life, and how can I let go?
Okay, so she had a tarot reading, so I'm assuming that she got the 10 of Swords, which
yes.
is kind of a crazy card, and it's a man laying there on the beach with 10 swords in the back, looking kind of pathetic. So what that is, though, is that card is actually, although it's very, very scary, it's quite uplifting in that it's saying the darkest moment comes right before the dawn. And that gentleman, his head is looking towards the horizon. The sun is coming up. It's a new day. And the other thing about that card is it's kind of dramatic. Nobody needs to be stabbed 10 times in the back, okay, to get the job done. So, it's about letting go of drama, letting go of those people around you who have caused drama for you to feel and to be in the place where you are now, and also engaging in drama. So yes, you might have felt like you've been stabbed in the back and all of these things have happened, but it's a new day. Today you can decide, I'm focusing on the positive, I'm focusing on things that uplift me, that raise my vibration, and it's just a matter of deciding, am I going to be drama free, or I'm going to be knee deep in drama? All right, so that's really, you don't have to bring this card. It's not going to, be with you for the rest of your life. It's just a picture, a snapshot of what has been happening to you up until now. And so you can decide, today I'm changing that. I'm looking for the good. I'm looking for the light. I'm looking towards the light in my life, and follow that good feeling. And it can be done today. So don't let that hang over your head. All right. You can stand up, shake yourself off, and keep moving.
Shake it off. Perfect.
Shake it off.
Also, I mean, as a side question, when you're interacting with a person who's draining, or you've been told some bad predictive news or whatever, what can you do to shift mentally and say, no, as Louise Hay said, that might be true for you, or that might be what you're picking up, but I choose different? What advice would you have?
That's exactly what I would say. Louise Hay uses a lot of affirmations, and it's so funny because I've been utilizing those a lot in my readings too, and I actually have an affirmation deck here right now, so we can pull one for this person.
Yay.
But I think you need to be prepared. We all want to experience a happy, joy life, but sometimes things happen or our thoughts slip, and we allow drama to slip in, negative thoughts about ourselves or others to slip in, and you want to have an affirmation in your back pocket. So say, for instance, this person is thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to run into that person today, and then the drama's going to start. Well, why not have an affirmation that as soon as that thought process starts, say, you know what, today's going to be a great day. All my relationships are favorable. They are working in my favor. I have nothing to fear. Those sorts of things. And when you start to turn your thought around or nip it in the bud, as soon as that train starts to leave the station, you're going to be better for it. You're going to find that relationship or that interaction is much more positive, much more favorable. And it's because you started with thinking differently. Okay, so I'm going to pull an affirmation card for this person. And this is what it is. It's, I deserve only good in my life. And the affirmation, the other part of it is, I release other people's fears and limitations. I think my own loving thoughts, which is perfect for this situation, right? So, I deserve good in my life. Make that your affirmation, make that your mantra, and start it today. And whenever you start to go down that dark road of, oh my goodness, this person that, or start going down the drama, just insert this thought immediately. And you'll find, say it over and over and over, and you'll find that things will turn around much quickly.
Perfect.
Very quickly.
She asks also about her work. Are there new opportunities for me, or my actual job will get better, financially speaking in particular?
She needs to go on a little holiday. So she's got a lot of things she's got a lot of irons in the fire, let's put it that way. And so I pulled the holiday card, and I think she needs to step back from all of these things right now and get a little bit of distance and clarity and figure out what she really wants to do. Does she want to stick with this job? Does she really want to continue down this road? Is there something new and better that she would rather be doing? And if that's the case, then what does that look like to her? But the answers can be found on a vacation, whether, again, it's a short weekend vacation or taking... It seems like everybody needs a vacation right now. They're not vacationing. They need to get away. All right, but even just a retreat, a short retreat, and, think about, do I really want to stick this out? Is this how I want to be making money? And if so, great. Then come up with a game plan and start focusing using positive affirmations. But if not, acknowledge that, be okay with that, and come up with a new plan, a new idea. Get excited about what you want to be doing. That would be the angel's guidance to you. That's my guidance to you right now, is just step back from all of it for a little bit and get a new perspective and see what's working, what's not. Get rid of the stuff that's not. Stick with the stuff that's working, appreciate that, and then continue to move forward, however you choose.
Perfect. Just a little follow-on for that. You said take a vacation. I think they were planning something. It was a little bit more family-based, and they were quite excited about it, but it's fallen through. What advice, either in that situation or generally, when you're really excited and things don't quite go the way that you would like, what's your advice for that?
Well, there's always a reason. All right, so to look at it and say, what's the reason? Was this not the best place for us? Is there something better? There must be something better. So now I'm open to receive what that is. So instead of, harping on why it didn't work out, say, you know what, everything always works out for me. Use that affirmation and know that maybe something definitely is working out that's going to be better, happier, more your style. And just think about it that way. But I would say, even if this one vacation fell through, look for something else to do. Still get away, take your family, and go away. Just come up with a new plan. Don't let it get you down. Just come up with something new to do. All right?
Cool.
So it would definitely be in everybody's best interest, especially with the kids. Having fun, laughing, feeling the lightness of heart is so important for them right now. Find a way to do something. Get away.
Cool, perfect. Okay. Andre, he asks, he's looking for a job at the moment. I think it's been a little bit of a while since they've had work. What advice are they going to get a new job, or what advice around that?
Okay. So the first card that comes up here is it's patience, please. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time, but again, everything happens for a reason. It's about divine timing also, and so there must be a very good reason why he is still without work. Is he trying to pursue a type of work or a job that really, at his core, he's saying I want it out loud, but inside he's going, oh my gosh, I so don't want this job. I really don't want to do it, but I guess I'll have to if I have to bring a paycheck in. So he needs to really just take a moment and say, you know what? Am I in alignment? Are my thoughts and my feelings in alignment? Am I resisting at the core this work that I say out loud that I really want? Okay, so he really needs to look at that. And the second card I have here is ask for what you want. Are you shooting too low? Is this just something just to have a little bit of money, or are you avoiding pursuing the job that you really want, or the career you really want, because you're scared? There's fear. Somebody has said, "Oh, you'll never make a living doing that." Take this time right now that he's not actually working, and really look inside. It is so critical that you make sure that what you're saying and how you're feeling are in alignment, you'll find that once you line up with what you really want and you're going to go for it, you're acknowledging this is what I truly want, things will happen so quickly. You'll be amazed. All right. So again, just take this moment, be a little bit patient, look inside, figure out what you want, acknowledge it, and then go for what you really want. Not the second best or the third best thing. And don't do it because somebody else wants you to do it. Do it because you want to do it.
Perfect.
So that's the advice they have for you.
Cool. Angel asks the angels about having a baby. She doesn't have a regular period. Her husband's approaching 40. Is it possible? What should she do to let it in? And she's been mentally ready for a while for this.
Okay. All right. So the card that comes up is have faith. Have faith. If you want this baby for the right reasons, okay, it's going to happen. Doesn't matter if you have an irregular period, your husband is 40 years old. I experienced some issues like that myself. I didn't think that I would be able to have a child, and here I have a 7-year-old now. So it is possible, okay? They're asking you to just focus on the feeling of becoming a mother, all right, of it, holding that baby in your arms, you and your husband together, just cooing over this child, having a loving environment, just being radiant about being parents. Hold that vision now. They're asking you to hold the vision, all right, to do that work vibrationally first, and watch what happens. Miracles happen when you have faith, okay? And so they are surrounding you right now. Let me pull another card here because let me see what angels are around you. Well, right now, Haniel, the archangel of women and women's cycles and cycles of the moon, she's around you right now. So don't worry, she's handling that work for you as far as like the irregularity of periods and things like that. But the other card that I pull up is Archangel Raguel, and this is about divine order. She's saying everything is how it needs to be right now. Okay, look past the illusion that things aren't clicking on your particular time period. All right, and know that there is order to all of this, okay? There is a divine dance with things, and the way I like to describe it is, you know what, when you do a theater production, there's a lot going on behind the curtains, okay? And although you're standing on one side of the curtain, you can't see all the running around and all the orchestrating that the angels are doing to make sure that you can manifest this child in your life, okay? So just hang tight. You continue to focus on the vision and let them do the work. It's lining up for you now. Okay, so just hold that in your heart. Keep thinking about that beautiful baby. Have your husband do the same thing. Don't worry about the age. All right, don't worry about the periods. Just focus together on the outcome.
Beautiful. Okay.
Get excited.
Great. Okay. Anne asked, does her brother have any messages for her? He transitioned not too long ago. I think there's still a little bit of contrast there. They didn't know what happened. What kind of loving guidance can be given?
Okay. Well, let's see. So I imagine it was a quick passing.
Yeah, I mean, they're still not quite sure what actually happened, so there's a whole load of energy around that. Basically, what do the angels have to say about it?
All right. So what they give me the third eye chakra card. Okay, and they're saying that you actually can very easily connect with your brother to receive guidance, insight, messages. The issue, though, is are you actually taking time to sit quietly and tune into your brother's energy? Not the energy of how he was when he was living, because that energy is a little bit lower in vibration of where he is now. So you're looking for him in a place that he was when he was on Earth. You know, everything surrounding him, his attitude and energy and things like that. So what they're asking you to do is to sit quietly, to play some nice music to help you raise your vibration in the background, and look for him at a higher level. Meet him at a higher level. And you can do that by utilizing holding a crystal in your hand, something like amethyst or kyanite that can help you raise your vibration. Rub it on your third eye also. And then meet him at that higher level. And then ask him questions. You can also utilize a journal with a pen. Ask him a question. I don't know what your brother's name is, but just, just use the name. I'll say, Chris, I miss you. I'm looking forward to connecting with you at this higher level. I'm opening to receive you. I'm working on myself to meet you, and I'm looking forward to receiving your messages. So signs that you would like to show me during the day, I'm open to that. All right. And then, so if you get anything in your mind's eye right then, whether it's an image or a word, write it down and start connecting with them like that. And then little by little, it's like you're opening this channel, and the more words, thoughts will come through. You'll start hearing songs that he liked, or there'll be messages in the song. You'll notice butterflies and dragonflies and things like that. And the more you notice, and the more you thank, and the more you show gratitude for that, the easier the communication will be on this new level with you and your brother. Perfect. It's exciting when you think about it like that way. All right, so you're going to receive him in his best, highest form.
Yeah, exactly. And she's very intuitive, so I know that she can do it easily. It's just kind of getting past what happened on Earth. Okay,
so don't worry so much about what happened on Earth. I mean, it was his time to transition. I know it was tough for the family because it happened so quickly, and maybe there was some things left unsaid or undone. But he's not focused on that right now. He wants you to raise your focus now and think a little bit higher, because you can get too down in the weeds with what happened and why and who is responsible, and that's not serving you or your family. And he's wanting all of you to look up a little bit and kind of let some of that go and to soothe some of that pain. And this will be a way for you to do that.
Beautiful. Okay, she also asked, kind of both linked, do I close my business down for a while perusing other avenues, and should she move country or stay where she is?
Oh wow, sounds like she has a lot of possibilities there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some, let's see, what am I going to say here? All right, so the card that I pulled up here is about new partners or new partnerships. So is the reason why she's thinking about closing her business is because she wants to jump into a new business or has a new idea completely?
I think. Sorry.
What's that?
I think what's happened is where she is now, because it's a different country, the laws are different, and I don't think her business partner, like you picked up, has been that good.
Okay. All right. So this is about a chance meeting. Again, don't go looking for new things. Just have an idea of what you think you might like to do. If you like your business and you want to stick with it, the business part is good and it's fun for you, then stick with that. Don't focus on the aspect that is bringing you down. Just focus on what you'd rather have. So if you'd rather have a new and engaging, exciting partner who brings, vitality and new ideas and opportunities with their energy, then that's what you need to focus on. And so they're asking, the angels are telling me that would be in your best interest to focus on. I'm not getting the impression that you need to shut down your business. You need to continue to focus on the things that are great about it, that you enjoy about it, that you like to share with others, and open a space for yourself to bring in a new partnership. Now that's going to show up for you. The more you focus on it, it's going to just seem like a chance meeting. You might meet this person at a coffee shop or the bus stop. It doesn't really matter, and it's not for you to worry about, but it's going to feel like it's divinely orchestrated. It's going to feel comfortable. You're just going to know. It's going to be this kind of clicking inside of you, and it'll be it will be easy for you to talk and to kind of connect. And so you'll recognize them again by the familiarity that you feel, the comfort, and there's a level of safety there. It feels safe. It feels good. So even though a lot of other things have shifted in your life, I think that the business itself is good for you. It's just a matter of finding the right people. And as a business owner, I know I've been there. Some people come in, they're good for a little while. They're not meant to stay the whole course. So if the business is for you and you feel really good about it, just gracefully let that person's energy go on a vibrational level first and invite in new energy. Okay? And that will be the simplest course of action for you. And then just hang tight. Just hold the vision and let that person find you.
Cool. And does that follow on from should she move country or stay where she is? Is that all tied into the same energy?
I think that's tied into the same energy. I don't get the impression that she needs to go or to move anywhere. Feeling that the business is kind of at the core of everything. And, there's a reason she got into it to begin with. And it's still serving her at some major level. It's just a matter of when you don't have the right people and there's not a connection, it can feel like the whole thing just wants to blow up. So again, releasing the energy of the person and, forgiving on a vibrational level, just letting all the stuff go, the drama go, and again, opening yourself up. And she'll find that wherever she is, she's going to be happy as long as she's able to do the business and put herself in a place, position in business that feels really good to her and she's contributing something. So, yes, I would say this all wraps up into one. Stay where you are, focus on the business, how you want it to be, not the what is part.
Perfect. Okay, so moving on swiftly. Vicky asks, when will I meet my soulmate? Anything to do with soulmate-ness?
All right, well, when do you want to meet them? That's the question, I suppose. So let's see here. I'm going to pull from our mermaids because that's about water and emotions and things like that. Okay, so the card I pull is soulmate relationship. All right, so it's about having a new romance with a spiritual basis. Vibrationally, it's already here for you. And the reason why you're asking is because you've been thinking about this for a very long time. Just having a lusty relationship or, got a really good looking partner, that's just not going to do it for you anymore. You have worked a lot on your spiritual enlightenment and evolution, and you're unfolding so beautifully in that way that anything shy of having a partner that can support you in that way is just not going to cut it. And so focus on receiving someone who will support you, will challenge you, will help you to unfold even more. And you will find in the very near future that person will step easily and beautifully into your life. So just focus on where you are, that you want somebody to meet you where you are, and that you can move up together. All right.
Perfect.
So I'm excited for you.
Yay! And she
I definitely am excited for you.
She also asked, what about her life purpose / dream career?
Okay, life purpose, dream career. Okay, so the card I get is focus on service. This is about helping humanity, helping the community, using her talents to help humanity to heal. So I don't know what she does now for work or what she feels like her life purpose might be, but offering herself from a soul level to bring bliss to the world, to help people to heal. I get the feeling, I guess you probably wouldn't know, but does she do healing work at some level? So whether it's Reiki or massage therapy or being a nurse or something like that, but that is definitely service-oriented work to help healing. So, my intuition says something along that line for her. If she's not already doing it, would be beneficial. It would be healing both to her and to her community, and she can offer herself in service in that way.
Perfect. And I know, I don't know what she does, but she's very personable, she's very warm, she's got a great energy, so that would be wonderful. Okay, Jo asks, she would like to know what work with the angels should she be doing as she knows she is meant to?
Okay, what work with the angels? Okay. So the card comes up, what do you desire? All right, I know a lot of people, we want somebody else to tell us what we should be doing. And when it really comes down to it, everybody has a lot of good ideas, but you can create the life, the work that you want, the career that you want, the job title that you want. And they're asking you to take an opportunity right now to script that job, that career, and shape it around your true heart's desire. You're ready to receive this work. You've been toying with a lot of ideas for a while and moving them around in your head. They want you to focus on how you can, be of service to others and be open to give and receive freely. So the other card I received is giving and receiving. So you are a person that gives a lot to others, and they're wanting you to receive now, all right? So receiving from the universe, receiving kindness and generosity from other people, and just take a little time to go within, poke around in there, see what your heart says that you want to do. They're not giving any definitive job or way that you should interact with the angels, except to be open to receive their guidance. And oftentimes as humans, we try to go it alone. We can do it, but they're asking you to ask them for guidance and inspiration and ideas, and be ready to receive that and take that information, mesh it with your own ideas, and come up with something new and different that nobody's ever done before, or that's just perfect for you. So hopefully that's helpful, but they are asking you to be aware of the guidance that they're giving you directly. And they need for you to get a little bit quiet to do that, and to open up yourself to receive that information. So whether it's meditation or dream work even, be ready to write it down. Any guidance that just seems to come out of nowhere but feels really good is what you need to be paying attention to.
Cool. Beautiful. Okay, so Jill asks, how is her dad doing? He transitioned 3 years ago. Any messages from him or the angels?
Okay. What's Dad have to say? All right. So he is. I'm wondering if she likes to read a lot, because the messages are coming through books right now. The dad is, whether she's guided to a specific book or she goes up to the bookshelf and just says, okay, Dad, what do you have as far as a message for me today? And pulling off a book that she feels guided to, and just kind of opening up the book to, and allowing her eyes just to fall upon a passage in the book. That is how the Father is offering messages, guidance, insight, inspiration to his daughter right now. And if she is also involved with books or writing, he is there too when she's doing that work. So again, the card that came up is the books, but that's how he's communicating and also helping her at this time.
Cool, perfect. Okay, moving on. I know we are working you hard. We'll wrap up soon. Okay, Helen, really talented author of children's books. How can she get to the next level, kind of get her work out there, get the abundance that she deserves and recognition and all that good stuff?
Okay, so we have a lot of writers sending in questions today, don't we? Okay, so the card that's coming up, and they're showing me, is I feel my own throat kind of feeling a little scratchy right now, is they're helping you in your throat chakra area. So we do a lot of writing, we have a lot of ideas, but then, we got to talk about our ideas. We have to talk about what we're doing. People want to hear from us. And so right now the angels are helping her to open her throat chakra so that all the ideas and the inspiration that are coming through her heart, it can be easily expressed in words that are plain to understand. The ideas and concepts come out easily and clearly, and that she doesn't have any fear about even public speaking. So that is where they're working with you right now. So being very gentle, taking care of that area, placing your hands on your throat, envisioning receiving healing, loving light that's opening up that channel for you to just express your ideas perfectly, all right? And not worry that people are not going to understand or receive you or even make fun. So you'll be able to speak in a very powerful way, very inspiring way. And so that's where they're helping you right now. The book, that's fine. The writing, that's fine. But they want you to be able to express those ideas as well, just as perfectly as you did with the writing portion.
Beautiful. Okay, Tessa asked, should she stay in Liverpool, which is up north, or move down south? Any advice around that?
Okay. All right. So card that came up is workshops and seminars for Tessa. So the question, I guess, would be, what is the actual reason that she would be wanting to move? Is it because she is teaching these sorts of things, or is thinking about teaching or engaging people in a way that would cause her to be in a more central location? Because what the angels are saying is that teaching, workshops, seminars, those kind of things, are giving speeches on a spiritual level, is part of her life purpose. And it might be beneficial if she feels that where's the place she's thinking of moving to? What did
she basically from north to south. She didn't give a specific
north
location. Yeah.
Okay, so if there are places that are more in the south that she would be more centrally located, where there'd be lots of seminars, workshops that would inspire her spiritually, help her spiritual growth, then yes, that would be beneficial at this time, because if she's in the process of just kind of receiving information, integrating it right now, growing spiritually, at some point she's going to turn around and start teaching that knowledge as well. So it might be beneficial having her shift and change at this time. I get the feeling that there's a yes behind that. I get the feeling there's a yes behind that. And because it will help with their spiritual growth at this time.
Cool, perfect. Okay, last two. Gunita, just any messages from the angels in general? She didn't ask anything specific.
Gunita, okay. They're asking her right now to try to let go of her past. Apparently, she's been holding on to some burdens from her past life experiences. She's kind of just, heavy shoulders, probably has a little stress and tension in the neck. And it's because she's carrying around these burdens from her past that, at this time, she just needs to set the burdens down. Just let them go. Things that people have said to her in the past that maybe have not felt very, very good. Issues with, family or friends. Things like that just kind of carrying along with her now. It's making her feel kind of heavy. What they're asking her to focus on right now is the lessons of love that she's experienced in her life. And leave everything else behind. Everybody's doing the best they can, and her carrying around these burdens is not helping anybody else. It's just hurting her and making her not feel fantastic like she's meant to feel. So they're asking you to just, ask them to help you. Let go of the burdens, lighten my load. I'm ready to set this down. I've received the messages. I've received the lessons. I don't need this anymore. And then to move forward smoothly and easily, feeling light, bright, and buoyant into your future. And they can definitely help you with that. It's just a matter of asking. Again, Archangel Michael is always a really great angel to help you to cut cords of attachment from the past. Cords of love can never be severed. So you can cut everything away that is not serving you. Only those experiences of love will move forward with you into your future. So good luck.
Perfect. Oh, actually, can I sneak in a quick question for her? I'm just thinking.
Of course you can.
She's thinking of doing a kind of a Black women's spiritual empowerment circle in her local area. Do the angels have anything to say about that?
Okay. All right. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. That's the card they're pulling up. They're letting you know that now is the moment to act. You've probably been thinking about this for a very, very, very long time. Got all the details in order, and it's like they're showing me in my head, you're like a racehorse. You're just chomping at the bit, ready for that gate to open. And so it's a very exciting time for you right now. You've got a lot of momentum, a lot of flow going with this. And so go for it. It is the perfect time. There's no point in waiting anymore. The doors are opening. It's time for you to walk through. If you find yourself procrastinating, ask yourself, am I doing this out of fear? Do I feel like I'm not ready? And just know that you are ready. The angels are here to help you along the way. If you don't know what to do, just ask. All right? Trust your own intuition and know that everything and everyone is on your side. They're also supporting you to see and experience a positive outcome. So go for it. Good luck.
Perfect. Okay, very last one. Noma, she asked, what is my area of service? Is there a specific service to humanity that I am here for?
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So here that there's nothing to worry about. And that is, if it seems to me, I'm getting the feeling that they're stressed. Like at this point in her life, she should know what she's meant to do. She should have it in stone. She should be on that course. And for whatever reason, it's feeling like maybe it hasn't happened, it's not happening, and she doesn't have a clear enough path or plan in place. Okay, so first things first, there's nothing to worry about. You're exactly where you need to be. Everything is under perfect control. It's being divinely orchestrated right now. Just allow your guidance to flow through you, okay, first of all. And they're saying right now, I got another card here. It's about blessing in disguise. So I'm getting the impression that probably something has happened recently that maybe kind of came out of the blue, kind of set you off course a little bit, and you're thinking, well, what am I supposed to do now? I had an idea and nothing has happened. They're saying that this is a blessing in disguise because there are reasons behind this situation. Everything is being resolved. It's just kind of making sure that you are clear about what you want to do. And nobody can ever tell you what you should do. And I just want to stress that. You know what it is that you want to do. And this last little shake-up is just kind of a clarifying moment just to make sure that you're sure that you want to do this and that you have the intention, that you have the fire in your belly to pursue it no matter what. All right, so I'm going to try to pull one more card to see if maybe we can get any more clarity on that. Okay, and then, all right, so I got the card worthiness. All right. Okay, so I'm getting the impression that whatever this idea is, and you know exactly what it is, you have an idea of what it is you want to do, yet there is an aspect of energy, there's some energy within you that kind of peeks out sometimes, maybe at nighttime or when you're alone, that says, are you really worthy of this? Or am I really deserving of this work? Can I really do it? Do I have the skills? Do I have the tools? And the answer is absolutely yes, you do. All right. So don't let these small little seeming issues take you off course. You know what you want to do. You know you have the talent to do it. All right. Know that you're worthy and just go for it. And you know exactly what that is. They're not showing me what it is, but they know that you know exactly what it is. So little things get you off course. There's nothing to worry about. Little by day by day, it's all happening for you. So good luck. And I know it's working out. It's all working. And just remind yourself, all working out for me. So
Beautiful.
That's what I've got for you.
Is there anything that you want to close with, angelically or personally or whatever?
I just want to encourage everybody, and the angels are actually encouraging everybody here to really, really tap into your emotional sensitivity. We're told that, we have to think things through, think them through to death, at the detriment of not listening to our internal emotional signals. Our body is always talking to us. Whether it's stress in the neck or the back, or, just tune into that. Your body is always telling you what direction to go. Your emotional guidance system is there to tell you, to respect your ideas for yourself, your desires for yourself, and just tune in and tap into that. And you will find that as soon as you do, you listen to your body, you listen to your emotions, that everything that you desire is going to start coming to fruition and manifesting so much faster than if you try to think things through to death. So the angels are there for you. Don't forget that. If you ever find that you're coming up short, just call out. You don't even have to know which angel you're coming to. Just say, I'd like my angels to help me. I'm open to receiving the guidance, and I thank you. And that's it. And just watch how your world just unfolds for you.